I would like to share a brief introduction of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, who is the chief guest for today's ceremony. Dr. Dinesh Avasthi, an economist by training, is former professor and director, Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, popularly known as EDI, Ahmedabad. He was a professor of strategic management and entrepreneurship at the Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow, before joining EDI as director in 2003. Currently, he is the editor of Anveshak, a research journal published by Sardar Patel Institute of Economic and Social Research, Ahmedabad. Dr. Avasthi has over 70 research papers and 8 books, besides several research studies on SMEs, technology, and entrepreneurship, to his credit. Areas of his professional interest include the development and growth of micro, small, and medium enterprises, rural entrepreneurship, microfinance, cluster development, evaluation studies, social entrepreneurship, technology entrepreneurship, and issues related to the promotion of startups. Dr. Avasthi has chaired and has been a member of several committees set up by Government of India, Government of Gujarat, and several non-profits. Currently, he is a member of the advisory board of BioNest, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and a member of the task force on SME policy formulation of Government of Gujarat. He is a chairperson of Prayas, a microfinance institution, and Saath, a non-profit development organization. He is a vice chairman for Northern Institute of Development Initiatives, NIDI Sri Lanka, and International Institute of Goat Management, Lucknow. He is a member of the governing body of TrekStep Trichy, Saline Area Vitalization Enterprise Save Ahmedabad, Earth Microfinance Jaipur, and Indigram Labs Foundation Delhi. Dr. Avasthi has also worked as a consultant to several UN agencies like ILO, UNIDO, UNDP, and other international bodies like WS Atkins, UK, and DFID UK. He has extremely traveled across the globe in connection with various professional assignments. Sir, it is an honor to have you as a chief guest today. I would now like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor of LJ University, Dr. Avasthi, to address our students.
Dr. Viral Shah, Dr. Soni, colleagues, and young graduating students of IMC. At the outset, let me congratulate all the passing out students who have achieved or fulfilled their first dream of becoming IMC graduate from LJ. Now the world is before you, and the world in which you have entered or decided to enter is not very rosy. You are entering in this world today with a lot more responsibilities than your predecessors. Today, if you look around, the voice of people at the margins is lost. You have all the high sounding bites which you get from politicians and or business people, but the people who really deserve to be heard are nowhere. Today, look at the farmers' plight. Thousands of them on the borders of Delhi in this cold of 2 degrees, languishing, and very few channels are showing their plights. There are only a couple of or three, 4 channels where I could see that their voice is being registered. Remaining, it is all blackout. And most of the channels who come out about farmers, they are opposing them tooth and nail. They say that this is a farce, this is these are terrorists or Naxalites or what have you. Now, where is this journalist ethics? Where are we? I think we need to look at these things. Today, when you are entering this world, I will expect and wish that you are free, you are fair, and you are fearless. If you can carry these three words with you, I think you will be discharging your responsibility towards society, and you will be making us proud that we created a kind of a fleet of very sincere, fearless, honest journalists who could bring out the facts before the people. See, media has become so powerful, and the traditional media is losing its place somehow. It has been taken over by social media. Now, issues which are being taken up by social media are later followed by other media like television or like even papers. Look at, I remember one very clear incident when there was a assault on some scheduled caste people who were beaten. First, social media took it up, and it was only later than print media, followed by televisions, electronic media, they took over. So today, in fact, what I feel that social media has democratized the total media system. And this is while is good thing on the one place, but this also fraught with lot of dangers. Now today you have people like big business houses. They're creating hundreds of accounts, and they just make everything whatever they like in their favor viral, which reaches to millions of people. And a person who is not techno savvy, who cannot use his mobile well, people like me who are not on social media most of the time, they lose their voice. So while it is a very, very good a medium of expression, it is also fraught with a lot of risks and dangers, and there the role of good journalism comes. And I hope you are able to reach out to people. I hope you become voice of voiceless. I think you would have fulfilled your responsibilities and duties. I wish you very, very bright future. Wherever you go, fly LGS flag high, make us proud by becoming a committed and honest and sincere journalist. Wherever you go, give your 100%. Don't shirk responsibilities, and only then you will be recognized. Way is quite arduous, is long, miles to go really before you achieve your name. Don't get disheartened, but initially, if you don't get that name and fame, it takes time. But I'm sure if you remain committed, if you look at rural areas, I mean, as journalism, I was reading some report that top 6 newspapers carried 1.2% to 2.8% news on rural areas. That's all, which is a mammoth in this country. 60% of the 65% population is in rural areas, which gets how much? 2.8% maximum. Are we doing justice with them? Can you be the torch bearer for those people who are unheard, who have no voice, who have no visibility, who work with them? Remember, never work for poor people, never work for rural people, but work with them. The moment you work for them, you create a position for yourself, which is a provider. Please don't be provider. Work with shoulder to shoulder with them. Have empathy with them. Don't sympathize with them. If you do it, I'm sure you will be fulfilling and discharging the responsibility of a good journalist. I wish you very, very best, and my compliments to the IMC department, my colleagues, Dr. Divya and others, for turning out such a vibrant group of young students. I'm sure they will make you proud, make me proud. Thank you very much.